course, I could have pushed the wrong button. I may not be live. Let me text him in case he's around and let him know I might be live. I might be live. Maybe I'm not. It doesn't matter. It's such a pretty morning. I just came out here to work on a few videos. And I'm watching the flycatcher around the vegetable plants working. And so a few minutes, literally a few minutes. And then I'm going to go back and work today. I'm working on 2 videos at one time. I kind of took, I don't want to say I took a break, because I didn't take a break, but I've been trying to get stuff done in the garden. I'm going to sit you down here so I don't have to hold this. And let's see if I can tilt you down. I'm just literally sitting here. My granddaughter gave me a cup. Ah, Gary knows. Oh no, you're going to expect me to read all this now outside, and it's bright. So if I miss anybody, hello Sandy, hello Diana. So please bear with me. I literally have been working in the garden, and I think the next video, if I can get it up today, is going to be something that a lot of you can use, because it's something I was going to do last year and I never got to it. And finally I thought, this is stupid. I need to get to it. And I just stopped everything yesterday. I literally put it together yesterday, and I'm really happy with it. It's how to make your own free compost tea, how to compost, and everything in one unit. I think anybody can do it. I'll check, you know what, you're in the high desert. Let's see, bubbles. Let me just let you know, it's very bright, it's hot, I'm sweaty, and it's hard to read the screen in this brightness. So let me grab this because I need to go closer. Tried to get glasses, they couldn't fit me. Oh, we can't fit you. They couldn't fit me for glasses. So it's because my eyes, I have astigmatism, so I can correct the vision when, I don't know if any of you have astigmatism, so I can correct my vision. So when they're trying to fit me for glasses, I keep correcting it, and then when they give me the glasses, it doesn't work. Let's see. Oh, I'm so bad at your name, and I gave you M-A-L-A-C-H. Is I7 hello? Oh, good. You're saying hello to everybody for me. Good. You do that. Sandy, hello. Kathy from, is it Arkansas? From Hope, Arkansas. I'm hoping Gary comes out here. He's probably not watching. Mums. Oh, mum's the word. Sandra, hello. William, hi. Richard, hi. Sandy, Vicky. I had no idea I was going to do this. Bellhop Farms, if I said that wrong, from Charleston. He keeps texting me, come out here. Oh, are you guys out of food? I can't turn you around, can I? The hummingbird keeps flying around. I know I'm going to have to do that too. Oh, he can't come out. He's editing. Isn't that cute? He's editing. You guys have to push him. He must have 1,000 videos he has edited, and I have yet to see him get that up there. He tries to make things, I think, well, perfect, plus he's working and doing all this stuff. So what's going on right now? I'm working on a video that I think everybody should do, and you'll see it when it comes out. I don't know if I want to give you a peek or not. Abby in Texas, hello. You know this. Oh, no. I hit the screen, it went blank. Bendingo, hello. Sandra, I think I got you already. Oh, my hat? I changed it. I couldn't decide which one I like better, the black one, so I bought this. I splurged and bought this pin a while back on eBay. Okay, you can't see it. This is sterling silver. It was like 20 bucks, and I thought it was worth it. So I kind of put it on the black hat, and then I had this thing I got at the thrift store for like next to nothing. So I put it on this hat. I like both the hats. I know. I got to wear a hat. I have to get used to wearing hats. So I came out here. I've worked on 2 videos, and let me turn you around because I'm really happy with this. I'm done. When it comes to here, I am done. Oh, there's a towhee. He's hopping around there. Look at all the wonderful little cabbage butterflies that are going to leave their eggs everywhere and have caterpillars everywhere. And that is why we have birds all over. So everything is done in here. I've got all my squash growing. I don't want to see any more squash. No, it's going to be okay because I've decided I'm going to have to do something. I've got my watermelon going. Look at this. I'm telling you, you're going to need irrigation tubing. Nobody's ever used this before, and I don't even know. It kind of was in the middle of the night. I don't sleep real good, and I can't shut my brain off a lot of times. And I started thinking, and I thought, oh, wow, I know what to do with this stuff. And I'm telling you, you've seen it on the garden tours. This stuff is fantastic. It's worth the money. Now, the first ones I bought, hey, that was supposed to be a third video I haven't worked on. The first one I bought, I paid too much because I bought it from Walmart, and it was 25 feet, I think it was, could have been 50, for $12. And they lowered it to $9, and then I found out you could buy 500 feet for $35, so that's what I did. All right, so let's see if you got any questions. I don't want to stay on long because I know that Callie Kim's goes on at noon, and I don't want to cut into anybody else that I know is going to be doing stuff. Okay, she's got time, so I have a little time. I want to give you guys prepared if any of you watch her. And like I said, I don't want to cut in on anybody. You know, we've got heat too, but not as bad as UD. We're going to get hot. We probably will get hot in August. We'll be hot through August into September, and then in October. And then we start to cool down. I always know it's around Halloween. So that's what happens here. I wonder what's going on at the meadow down there. There's butterflies everywhere. Oh, here's my flycatcher. Let me see if I can see the flycatcher. They kind of disappear for a while, probably when they're doing eggs and babies. And then he's back now. And he's been, let me see. It's hard to hold it still because I'm really zooming in. Oh, thank you, Cindy. I wish I could get more sleep and stop creating and get some sleep. No, that's when my mind is working. But I love it. You know, I've been that way since a kid. But that's a flycatcher. 100 degrees. Oh, and with little rain. We haven't had any rain for a while, and that's really bad. I'm really, really sorry. I know things here are papayas. My papayas are taking a big toll on this because we haven't had any rain, and though I water them, I think I'm going to lose one possibly 2 papayas, but I'm going to just plant more. There's not much else we can do. We're not supposed to be watering that much, but it doesn't cover gardens, so we can water gardens. I think somebody parked a baby Cooper hawk here, a different family, not the ones that were here. So what else is here? Oh, you know what? I'll show you what I did real quick. This is not. I mean, it is a happy sight, but look at this. Zucchini. Yep, I'm going to freeze it. And if I freeze it, then I'll be happy. And I didn't do that last year. So I'm just going to cut it up and freeze it. Look at this. A little tiny spaghetti squash. Going to use that right away because it didn't grow. But it's very good to use now. So that's what I've been doing all morning. And I'll give you a sneak peek, but I'm not going to tell you how I did it. Look at that. Something I promised last year I was going to set up, and it's set up. I'm so happy with that. Okay, that's all you get to see. If all works out, I should be able to get the video up very, very soon. I'm really happy with this. The watermelon. Our watermelon's been slow because we've been cool at night. So when we get cool at night, the baby watermelons fall off. They kind of get, it's just that they don't grow good is what it is. That's why they grow a lot in the desert, watermelon and stuff, because they really like the warmth of the ground. Zucchini jam, Cindy. That sounds really good. How are your tomatoes growing in totes? Pot bound. Vicky, they can get root bound, but not for another year or two. In a tote, they can go for years. And then as soon as you see there's a problem, there's a couple ways you can take care of that. You could dig out half the tote if you wanted to, just half of it, put in fresh whatever, you know, stuff from the ground, different things, and then put some fresh soil on top. You don't have to move them out. They'll go for years. Hi, Julie. So no, I don't have a problem with the totes. These are 18 gallons. I've grown some tomatoes in little 5-gallon buckets and even smaller than that. That's a no-no over there because, you know, I should have asked you, can you hear me? Because I'm mic'd. I'm assuming you can, because I'm wearing a mic this time, so I could walk away and leave. Okay, nobody's answering me. So does that mean you cannot hear me? Tammy? Yes, you can hear me. Okay, I just realized I'm still wearing my mic because I ran around doing like kind of a harvest down there, and then I just turned this on now, so I completely forgot I was still wearing the mic. Everything's on. Oh, Ben Dingo says very clear. Okay, good, because I am wearing a mic. Okay, my big tomato, Tammy, still don't have fruit. See, now that's kind of asking me a question without me knowing anything. Is it in a container where you put in a lot of plant matter? Did you feed it either compost tea or something? When you start them, the way I start my totes, and I throw in all the leaves and the rotting fruit and the kitchen scraps and all that, that's food for the plant. It doesn't matter what's in there because the microbes break it down and they're going to feed off what the microbes and the earthworms break down. If you don't have that in there and you run out of food, like some people just get potting soil, it's going to run out faster than the bag says. Keep that in mind, a lot faster. Then they won't produce. So they may get their size, but they don't have enough, let's say, food to produce. So it's kind of like a loaded question. So you're growing in a kiddie pool, Vicky. It depends, like, did they get good size? You said big, so they got good. I would definitely do compost tea. If I can get this video up, it may help you, the new video, because I'm composting in place, but I'm making compost tea at the same time, and it's all free. And it's like a burst of life when you start using it. You may have to make compost tea. The other thing you could do is if you've got any brassicas, I love my brassicas, dig a hole, not on top where the roots are, but like a little over. So let's say I wanted, that's got a bucket. Let's say I wanted to do something. Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. I can't. All right. You would take the watermelon, since I don't have a bucket. That's a 2 system. You could dig a hole right here, just dig straight down into it, and then load it up with leaves and stuff and cover it back. You can put a flower pot on top, another pot with leaves and stuff. It sounds to me that your tomato plant needs something more to push it into starting to produce fruit. Oh, now you're drinking mint water. You know, I keep saying I'm going to do that video and I haven't done that. That's really, really good. Okay, you are hitting over 100. I've been hitting over 100 and you're using colored. All right. Then my other thought is, can you build something like I did with tomato stakes and give the plant a little shade? It might be so hot that it can't hold the flowers. The flowers literally are drying up. And you don't have to give it a lot of shade, just some sort of little structure out of tomato stakes and give it a little bit of shade. Thank you, Tammy. And see if that works. We grew on the side in the driveway once. This was before we started the videos. It just came up. Tomato plant grew in the shade all summer long producing tomatoes. So you can give it a little shade. That might help because 100 degrees is probably just the little dainty flowers are just drying up. Make sure it doesn't dry out your tomato plant and then give it a little bit of shade, any shade. I had to give this plant shade yesterday. Oh, I can't do it now because I was working on the video. But yesterday this whole thing fell over. So I had to give it a little shade because it's been in the shade. So what you need to do is make some sort of structure and give it a little shade and see if that works. All you can do is trial and error. I mean, this is in the sun, but we're not hitting 100 degrees. This is the no-no. You do not grow squash and tomatoes in an 18-gallon tote together. Okay, don't tell it though, because it was not planned. It just came up and I left it. So let me see what else there is here. And then I'm going to go and try to get my 2 videos together. Let's see. Rachel from Colorado. Thank you. Aurora. 3 hummingbirds. That's so exciting. That's so exciting. And that's what all you need is 1 female and start having babies and you'll have a whole lot more. Let's see. All the wonderful butterflies are going to come lay their eggs and eat up my plant. Oh, you are here. I'm live.
Yes, I see that.
I decided to sit here. I don't want to cut into Callie Kim because I know she's going to go on soon. And I don't want to cut into anybody. So unless somebody's on it, I don't know about it. I just figured I was sitting here having water because I forgot coffee. And I did my video. And so far I may be able to put it together. Let's see, Julie, you better help me if I've missed anybody. And Julie's a groupie. Okay, so I think this is what's going on with some of their tomatoes. In 100 degrees, they're dainty little flowers. So I think that's, Gary, what am I missing? Okay.
I'm not sure.
Julie. Okay, so Julie, Lietz, she's making a fountain using a glass, let's see, for her school project today. Oh, how cool. I keep saying I'm going to come out here and make more cement things and more fountains. I am working on fountains. I'm trying to figure out how to put up the next video on a fountain. Look at the flycatcher. I absolutely love that. It's from my messy table that I'm working on. I've got, oh, you're not here. You should put on a mic because they can't hear you because the camera is plugged in and I don't see my mics. Oh, that's good. Let me sit this here. I put it, sorry guys, sorry. Here you can see the bird. I'm gonna see if I can find a mic for Gary. Okay, this isn't happening, is it? I gotta keep the camera out of the sun. Everybody's saying hello to you, but they can't hear you. This is the mic that didn't work the other day, so it better work.
Do bees like marigolds?
They can't hear you.
No, this is a question for you, I guess.
Do bees like marigolds?
Yep.
They do, don't they?
You asked it a couple of times.
We don't have any marigolds this year, but I do believe when we had them, they liked it. Here, put this mic on and see if it works. It's telling me it's working. Oh, you know what? Talk, Gary. Let me check the mics. Oh yeah, it's working this time. I don't know what I did wrong the other day. Maybe it did need to be charged. I'm sure I missed 100 questions.
I'd have to go into the other room
Why? To read it?
To hear if it's working.
No, you don't have to hear. It's working.
Okay.
Can you hear Gary? Here, let me move this. No, it's okay. Oh, your marigolds are huge, but no flowers. Well, if there's no flowers, there's no bees. Try compost tea on them too, because a lot of people have told me they've been using it for their flowers, and it's fantastic. You make a little compost tea, and the plants just burst. There's Gary, see? I just gave him a mic, so I'm hoping you can hear him.
Yeah, they can hear me.
Okay. Yeah, it was a total accident. I was wearing the mic. I sat down. I thought, I'm just going to have a little water. Let me see if this is zoomed out. And I thought I might go live for a few minutes because I'm always planning on it and then I don't. I'm so excited this is done. See, this is done. Now I've got my seeds out here. I'm starting. Look at this. It's so nice. Okay, Maria can hear you. And then here, oh, Gary, you've got to get these out of here today.
The kabocha?
The kabochas are too big.
Yeah.
They are too big. And then I got some peppers. Guess what? I don't know what kind of peppers they are. Why? Because they tell you all the label, and I do not.
Yeah, the ones that I've already planted, their foliage is like that, but these are getting leggy because the stems are a lot shorter on mine.
They're getting leggy because they're sitting in the shade all day. Yeah. But they start fantastic in here, and then I got to find a place for them. But I've got more squash than I know what to do with. It's going to get to the point I'll never want to see squash again, just like we don't want to see spaghetti squash. That setup I love. I am crazy about my pipes. I hear birds. I hear birds. I hear some sort of hammering. There's the meadow. I have not been out to the meadow today. And I don't think I can go that far. My phone might go off. Okay, so you've tried, I'm going to go in the shade so I can read this. She's tried composting. Well, they're not ready yet. So some plants just grow and grow and grow until they get their flowers. And I think you're the one that asked me about flowers, right? Julie said hi to you.
Yeah, hello everyone. I've missed a few hellos.
I'm sure you missed a lot. You know what I don't like? I'm touching my phone and it's very hot. Okay, Amy's having problems with hornets. The only thing you can do, and boy, I have seen some nasty things this year myself when it comes to bees, and I don't have hornets. but we have a lot of bees. We have hummingbirds. So I've got to go do their feeders again. Is Walmart, I think I put a link, somebody's selling them. Walmart's got a feeder that they exclusively designed. Oh my goodness, what's the name of it? Nature's, it doesn't matter. It's a Walmart feeder and it's cheap. It's only $5. The hornets cannot get into it. The only way the hornets can get into it is if they chew the plastic, and I think this plastic is a little too hard for them to chew. Yes, I have seen honeybees this year chase the hummingbirds away out of the feeders. It's amazing. Literally go after the hummingbirds. But I also saw something really cool. Uh-oh. Oops, I keep touching something on my phone. Is I saw a Bullock's Oriole kill a honeybee, and I thought, boy, I need a few more of those. Literally smashed them and just threw them to the ground. Yes, Gary?
Let's see. Vicky Carpenter is asking about this.
The hoods?
Yeah, how you made it.
Oh, I've got videos on that, and there's no way I can get you the link to it right now, but there is a link. I've made a few different hoods. Those are the lids from the totes, and then you cut them up and you cover them in tulle, and I use a stapler, and it's 1, 2, 3. I literally can make those things in minutes, and I love them. And nothing nothing bothers them. I'm thinking of that picture that someday, there's a dog. I hear a dog up there I've never heard before. Someday I'll have to give you my most embarrassing moment, but nothing really does bother them. I've got some photos that are like, oh my gosh. It's a rabbit. You'll see it you won't see the picture unless I decide to put it in. There's a pair of rabbits that live here, and they become very much at home here. And I hate to say this, but they love their tool. They won't touch it, but they will do something else with it. It's really, really weird. So you can make those, and if you've got some tote lids, and if you don't have tote lids, I have another video where I made them out of placemats. You can use placemats. You can use signs. If you go to the dollar store, you can get these signs and cut them up. See if you can find the video, and they work fantastic. I've got them all over, and I cover plants with them and save them. I'm turning you around. I'm going to let you read because this is scrolling way too fast.
Nana's City Farm. Watching you made me brave. I planted from grocery store squash and having great success. Well, the kabocha that we've got in here, that's squash from a grocery store.
Is that from Superior or Northgate?
Northgate.
Northgate.
Northgate Market.
The first ones we ever grew were from Superior.
Yeah.
Remember? And they were fantastic. The dogs will kill for that. Once it's cooked, they want that so bad. And then I got those seeds somewhere, but that one you picked up this year at Northgate.
Yeah.
So that worked out really good. Boy, do they grow. Do they grow. I'm going to, any way to prevent leaf miners. You know, I'm going to have to apologize right away because I'm going to let you know there's tons of questions and I cannot get to everything. I don't worry about it, so I don't know how bad it is for some people because here they get in the leaves, they don't bother the plants. You can squish them. Leaf miners?
Yeah, you just, well...
Take a leaf and just squish it with your...
you see where they are and you just kind of squash them as you go around the leaf.
Yeah, I don't have that many issues. I know that some places they can carry, they say, diseases and can bring it into the plant, but they get into some of my plants and they've never killed anything here, so I don't have an issue with them. So if you've got an issue, then you may have to look that up. It's killing your cantaloupe. Is it in all your leaves? Because if it's in a couple of leaves you don't need, you can cut them out. You can see their trail. You can take them out that way. If I know there's probably sprays and all kinds of stuff. We don't use any pesticides. It's killing your cantaloupe. Even Deborah in her garden, my daughter has got an amazing garden, and she's doing videos now. I don't think she's got a problem with leaf miners doing anything bad, does she? Do you have them in your garden?
No, I don't. There was another one on...
I'm losing my voice.
Julie Kill. She was having issues with tree collared for nearly 2 months. She followed the instructions. I guess it was a cutting, but it is only 2 tiny leaves. Is this normal? Are they normally very slow to start? And a couple of people have a similar question, like Tammy Brewer is having the same issue.
It depends. There's so many things it can be. I mentioned that to my daughter the other day, and she said, nobody should have an issue. They fall, they break, and they grow everywhere in her yard. But the problem is they're acclimated to her yard. So all they want to do is grow. And I've got them all over. You know I've got them all over. The first time I bought 2, and the lady on eBay sent me 3, and 1 lived. And I still have that plant. It's got to be over 5 years old now. The thing is, you cannot water start them. So whatever you do, do not try to start them in water. You'll literally rot them out. You want to start them in a good potting soil, well drained. It's got to have good drainage. Make sure you've got at least, I don't know, is that about 3-4 inches stuck in the ground, and then some above. I wouldn't worry about the leaves yet because it's got to grow roots before anything else. But you don't want it to dry out, because if the little roots dry out, then they have to keep starting over, and if they keep starting over, they'll rot. What were you going to say?
Yeah, I know we got some of our tree collards from CPG.
Yeah.
And when I was looking through the pots, they were having an issue getting them started too.
They were?
Yeah, a lot of them didn't have roots. So it took a while for the roots to start.
We bought plants without roots?
No, I went through them and
you went
picked the
through 'em.
ones that did have roots.
Okay. I think the biggest thing is, and keep them in the shade. Keep them in an area like, stay up against the wall there. Make sure they're in the shade. I've got a place I'm starting them, but I haven't been taking real good care of them, so you wouldn't want to see them. But I mean, I could walk over. It looks like a real mess because I've been working in the garden, and I'm starting them in milk cartons. And please understand, I have not been doing anything here. I started, but see, these are cuttings. See how this is starting? This one, they're being eaten by little worms, and I don't worry about that. These are cuttings. That one's being eaten too, but they're still green and they're growing. I've got other stuff. I had some pieces of ginger and some turmeric. I didn't even know if they were any good. They grew. You can start them in a milk carton, but you want to make sure it drains really good. And that's the main thing. And I keep it in the shade. So this is going to be where I start a lot of my plants, right here. You don't want to leave them in the sun or they'll dry out too fast. You cannot let the roots dry out.
Hers is in the shade too.
Well, then it's a hit and miss, because I got 3 from the lady on eBay and only 1 made it. But the 1 plant is in my garden tours, and the thing is massive, and so I can do all kinds of cuttings off of that. And then we bought some from CPG that time.
Yeah, I went to CPG.
You went to CPG.
I called in one day when I was in that area.
You bought a bunch for us and a bunch for Deborah.
Yeah.
I know I've missed so many questions. Let's see, I ordered 3. Good soil, good drainage. It will take time to root. Keep that in mind. It will. And once you get it going and acclimated to your yard, the cuttings should do really good off of that plant. Okay, Tim, yeah, so she said it's slow. They are slow to start sometimes. They're going to be slow on the ones that you're buying because you're bringing them in from probably another state, another county, a different climate, different barometric pressure. Everything is different, and so the cutting has to acclimate. If I go over to that one over there on the wall and took a piece off and stuck it in the ground, it would grow because it's already acclimated to everything that's going on here. Go ahead. You look like you were going to say something. Go for it.
Jay Lockamy lives in Atlanta, and they're at the beach right now. They want to go down and get some seaweed. Do they need to do anything special with it? And from what I've seen, there was a lady in Tasmania that basically her backyard was rock, and she just kept bringing seaweed up from the ocean, and she built the soil up that way, and she didn't do anything. So in Atlanta, you're going to get a lot of rain, so if there's too much salt, I imagine it'll probably be washed out. But if you've got a concern about the salt being on the seaweed, you could always rinse that off if you wanted to.
Holy mackerel. Stephanie bought some on Etsy, $27 for 2. I don't remember when I paid $27 for 2. You know, I might have paid about $10 for 2. She sent me 3 because she sent me 3. And Yeah, two of them just never grew and they rotted out. Can you grow zucchini from zucchini? If you're talking about cuttings, I'm going to say no, because zucchini won't root. Where some of your other plants, like let's say your fig leaf gourd, you can take cuttings. But if you're talking about buying a big zucchini in the store and pulling seeds out, you're probably not going to find the seeds. If you found a big squash, like a zucchini in the store, and it had seeds, yes, you can grow the seeds. So I'm not sure what the question is. Do you know what the question is? I don't
No,
have an email yet because I can't even get through all the questions online. What were you going to say? No? You said no.
no, I don't.
Hi, is that Elaine? Elaine? Um, what is the difference between Dollar Tree seed or cheaper seed and the expensive seed? It's kind of like buying seed that's organic. Come on, how much is going to be in that little seed? I have pretty good luck from Dollar Tree. I will say that Dollar Tree and the 99-cent store, sometimes you think you're getting a deal, you open it up and find like 5 seeds inside, so they're packed for them. You've had good luck with some of the seeds we've bought? I haven't had.
Not for the longest. I haven't used any for the
Yeah,
longest time.
well, I bought some zucchini ones that didn't sprout, but then afterwards they did, so who knows what they did with it. Um, I bought some seeds from Walmart. These, which we still need to get planted, and that's the white squash in there. That's from Walmart, and that was cheap. That was 50
Yeah.
cents though, where they're a quarter at the dollar store.
And
I don't have a problem. If you find something you like, just go for it.
the habaneros, they came from store bought too.
That's the small one.
that
I
was
just
seed removed from the store bought fruit.
Yeah, but you didn't grab it yesterday. You kept telling me all week you're going to take it, take it.
Yeah.
I just planted the big one just now in my new tote. So that has to be planted because it's literally been yanked out of the tool. See this?
Yep.
Do you have a place for it?
Yes, I do.
Good. Get rid of it because it's not going to make it. I literally yanked the big one out because it's still in tool and that does not have drainage. And I planted it. You'll see it's over there in my new tote. And I left you that one. And then you've got all the little ones too that are still there. Grass cuttings are very good. I have to do more mulching. I don't do a lot of mulching, and I should. I crush leaves, or you put wood chips. Go ahead.
Leaves too. My big thing this year has been leaves. That's what I was editing.
Oh, you're editing your well. Leaves are so important because they have so many nutrients
Yeah.
that are ready to go back into the soil. So I've been starting to crush some leaves. I dry it and just crush it. I know you've got a whole method, but I just put something around the plants. Okay, cola, tea. What do you recommend for mulch? Wood chips, store-bought brand?
No, if we can't get wood chips, that was what I was kind of
Oh, if you
answering.
can't get wood chips, I
Yeah.
would get leaves and crush them right now, and then Gary's going to have a video on what else you can do. You don't really want to use shredded paper because it just will blow away. It's not good. You know what I bought now? I don't know if it's going to work. I bought a bag of kitty litter. You might be able to put kitty litter around. The problem is kitty litter absorbs, so it might pool. So I'm not sure. I just bought it for fun last night, and I won't get it until later on. What are you looking for? Are you trying to get behind me?
Yes. I need to sit.
Oh, you're going to sit. I thought you were looking for something. We're going to go in a second. This is too long, and let's see. I'm trying to go back. I wouldn't worry too much about the price of the seeds. If you find something you like it, try it. Okay, I'm not sure what Julie was saying. They're not cheap. Probably the purple tree colored. I love that cup. Oh, this? Yeah, my granddaughter had it. She said, here, you need a cup. So she gave me the cup. I'll tell her. She's still around. That's her car. She lives here now. She's going to school. She won a scholarship. She's a very busy girl. Let's see. I ordered tree colored. Okay, so I saw that. If I miss anything. Okay, Idella. And if I'm pronouncing anything wrong, I'm really sorry. I'd say I'm having trouble with my zucchini having flowers, no fruit. Again, that goes back to the plant gets its size right away and it uses everything in the soil. And if there's not enough left, then it won't produce fruit. Sometimes in the very beginning, I've noticed that a lot of them will produce mainly males because it's probably easier on the plant since the fruit would take more energy. And then once it knows it's got wonderful butterflies, no, it's got bees and stuff that are pollinating or trying to pollinate, it produces the female. But here's the thing, if you don't have enough food, they won't produce. So try to get some compost tea. Okay, Bubbles uses shredded paper in the worm bins. Perfect, because the worms will get rid of all that. Take care of that. I wasn't even going to do questions. I was just going to sit out here and then listen to the leaf blowers. No, there wasn't leaf blowers before. They were doing something else. Pyrethrum. You can, okay, she must be telling the other person with the leaf miners you can. It's safe to use. But we don't use anything here. But if you need to, you do what you need to do. That you always have to do what you need to do. I think I've covered almost, I'm sure I've missed. You can talk, Gary, you have a mic.
Hi, Donald. And thanks for posting that link.
I think
how to make the mini greenhouse.
Oh, that?
Yeah, Donald just showed up and
Donald's the only one that can find
this
stuff. I can't even find my stuff on my computer. I don't know how he does it.
Oh, there's quite a few people showing up now. Karen Bowers.
Moon Shadow asks, all leaves, it's bad, never had them before. I'm not sure what that was all about. So I missed.
Oh, that was the...
I'm scrolling now. I'm looking backwards.
The leaf miner.
Oh, on all the leaves. Okay, you may have to spray. I've never had that problem.
The Karen Bowers has just had COVID the last week.
Please take care of yourself. That's all I can say. A friend of ours just had it too. You know, we went through that in January and, well, it's not a fun thing to go through. I hope you feel really good soon. Let's see, Debbie, Coran, I think I missed you earlier. And if I did, hello, and I'm reading your comment. Thank you. Let's see. Root shoots and garden boots. No luck finding them at the Goodwill. Try other thrift stores. You know, I'm telling you, Walmart still has them. And then my daughter sent me a link a while back. Target put them on sale for $6. I went into Walmart quite a few months ago, and they had them for $4 or $5. They were clearing out some, and then Gary said, maybe you should get some more. I went back, they were gone. You can, oh gosh, that scared me. You know what it is? I bet you the feeders are almost empty.
It's going for my microphone on my hat, I think.
I don't know what he's doing, but he scared me. I always think it's a bumblebee or something trying to get on me.
I've got the mic on my hat.
Yeah.
And it's checking it out.
And the feeder here is empty. I brought it in. I didn't fill it. Let's see. But try looking around. They do, you know, they can go down in price. I still have picked up a few here and there at the thrift store. And then I found out they had they call it red. It looks like an eggplant. I don't have one out here. An eggplant colored tote. They've got them on Walmart. And they're selling them for like for $58, but it came out cheaper to buy them for $6 something. So I bought some more. Have you tried, oh Vicky, have you tried the donut shaped hummingbird feeder? I've tried a couple different ones. I have one that's okay, but the hummingbirds aren't crazy about it. And I had another one that somebody sent me once, and the hummingbirds wouldn't use it. They were all fighting, and so, oh, Donald came in a while ago. I didn't even see at 11:17. Okay, so a lot got past me. And Donald's been answering all the questions that I missed. Hello, Karen. Okay, I'm going back down. Lorena, hello. Imperial Beach. I still really like the feeders from Walmart, and I make the holes bigger. It just works for me. Okay, what time is it? Because I want to make sure I don't cut into anybody.
It's 11:20.
Look. I don't know if you can see. Okay, the hummingbird was attacking the flycatcher. I'd never seen that before. Like, go away. That's my place. Right now, I'm not selling anything, Linda. I don't want anybody to say, oh, you're doing this because you want to sell something. I don't really sell anything. And let me tell you something. I have sold for years. And my whole life was packing and shipping. And you made me quit eBay. You made me quit. He said I was killing myself doing it. So maybe I'll see what I can do. I'm trying to actually get some purple tree colored and things started. So if I do periodically sell some, it's this shipping I can't stand, to be honest. Then they'll be started, and that's what my goal is. That's why I'm trying to set up that table. In the meantime, I'm trying to get all my gardens together, and then maybe I can get some stuff started. Sending cuttings, sometimes it doesn't work, as you know. Not that there's anything wrong with it, because that's how we got ours. Suzanne just got here from Illinois, 2610. The turmeric. Let me tell, oh, turmeric you're asking me about. I was thinking tree colored. Let me tell you on the turmeric. Go to any grocery store that you've got that sells organic. I don't know where you are, but go to an organic store, and I know that they can treat them now these days. They're allowed to treat them and not tell you if you're in the United States. They used to have to tell you. Soak it. Put it in a cup of water and soak it really, really good. And then the next day, go ahead and plant it. If you tried to plant it and it wasn't ready to grow, it's not going to grow. Like my daughter called me and told me her ginger died. And I said, you sure? Oh yeah, it's dead. I don't know what I did wrong. I said, where is it? You didn't throw it out. She said, no. She calls me last week. It's growing because now is when they're taking off. So get some organic ginger now, or turmeric, I should say. Soak it in a cup of fresh water, bottled water maybe. I don't know if you're heavily chlorinated or chloramine or whatever. Soak it, and then, Gary's so busy over there. I hope you're answering questions, getting ready.
Reading right now.
And soak it really good, so hopefully they sprayed it and they didn't irradiate it. If they irradiated it, it's like putting it in the microwave. There's no bringing it back. Sometimes you'll get a little shoot and then they'll die. But try that. Just get some organic and look it over, make sure it looks good. Because I saw some at a grocery store that looked, they were molding and everything. They weren't that good. Should be really easy to grow. Turmeric, I actually grow that, well, it's loud, from skin. So it really should be easy. Try again. I'm going to flip this around. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my God, you're sure robbing my generation. Just came back. Okay, so Sunshine Country Chickens. Yeah, I know. My daughter called me. I killed my ginger. So what'd you do to it? I don't know. It died. It was so funny. Thank goodness she did not throw it out. I said, it's not dead. If you've got ginger and turmeric in the house, it will grow all year. I've got it growing on the kitchen window. A little tiny piece, but it does do that. It's now growing. It loves the warm nights, and they're all taking off now. So try again. Okay, so Elaine planted all her gardens in buckets, tubs, and flower pots. That sounds like mine. Look at that. Am I zoomed? I'm still zoomed. Okay, let me get zoomed out. Uh-oh, somebody said there's no sound? Audio, no sound.
It's on his side. Donald
Okay.
is corresponding with him.
Okay, because like I said, I'm wearing mics, and I don't know how good the batteries are. Because I walked around and did a harvest of my zucchini that should not be in the sun. Hold it. I don't want to leave this in the sun. I'm going to have to bring it in. Gary, can you bring this in for me later? Because I don't think I can get the wheelbarrow in the house. I'm going to freeze that. If I freeze it and I'm successful freezing it, my daughter forgot. She said yesterday, I forgot you can freeze it. Then maybe I won't be so discouraged when I see so many pop up. Pronounced C, the O-W. What are we talking about? Rosie? Row. It doesn't matter. Okay. Banana peels will be really, really good. Yes, that's excellent. To anything you come, I'll tell you something. I have brought out kitchen scraps. I have brought out kitchen scraps that I have left out, accidentally got full of water. I use that for compost tea. I always tell you don't do it, but it works. It will work. I love that bird. You got to see that bird. I absolutely love when they come back. Where is he? There he is. Catching insects and everything. Yeah, I know there's so much zucchini. I don't know if I'm going to show it in the video or not, but I'm going to freeze it. You're leaving. You're on live.
Hi.
There she goes.
I have work I have to go.
You're going to work today?
Yeah.
Have fun. Have a good day.
You too.
If you want any zucchini, there's plenty of zucchini.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely grab. Yeah.
All right. I'll leave you some on the counter and take what you want. I'm going to freeze some.
Thank you.
She's leaving. Let's see. So what was I doing? Is Barbara C still here? How's she doing? Let's see. Gloria Williams and 2 black cats. Forgot to say hello. That's okay. I appreciate it. Thank you. Anything I can do with clear totes? You needed a clear tote. You can use a clear tote to make a greenhouse. You can put that on the top, and that works as a perfect greenhouse. I mean, let me tell you, you can grow in a clear tote. There's no doubt you can grow in it. You can do the same thing I'm doing here. But I will warn you, it's probably going to only last 6 to 8 months. That's the only bad thing about it. It's not toxic or anything. It's perfectly fine. It just may not last that long, and then you'll have to get rid of it. So I don't know if you could line it, and is it worth it to get a liner? They do break. It's kind of like in milk cartons. You can get the 1-gallon jugs, and I picked one up the other day. I had it out here, and it shattered to pieces. That's what happens with the clear ones. They tend to shatter. The ones with color, they can go for, I've got some in my garden now that's about 6 years old. They can go for years and years. So it's a good investment for a few bucks, or let's say $6. So you spend $6 and it lasts 2, 3, 5, 10 years. I don't know about 10, maybe. But I know that I've got some for 6, as long as you don't leave them sitting out in the sun empty. They have to have soil in there and you water it. What kind of helicopter? What is that? I can't turn it around.
Hang on.
Please tell me it's not a fire helicopter.
No.
What is that? I've never seen one like that.
No, it's...
Oh, it's gone. It was
I missed
huge.
it.
It was it a carrier like it for people? It was massive.
Yeah, it's probably a private helicopter.
Oh no, this thing was big. It was square. It wasn't even.
Yeah, I missed it.
I don't think he's coming back. It was big. Big and loud. Okay, we're going to wrap this up because I want to be able to, I haven't eaten anything yet today. Tammy found 2 at a thrift store. Busboys bins are really good. I'm using dish pans. Oh, I got my daughter into dish pans. Those you get from Walmart, I don't know how they sell them so cheap. They're under $3, and I'm growing a zucchini in one of them. And they're like 4.5 gallons. They're fantastic. So dish pans will work out really good. But I have no idea how Walmart's selling them so cheap. So I told my daughter about them. She said, I'm not going to grow in dish pans. I said, you'd be surprised. Lettuce, and you can pick them up and move them. So if you're dealing with heat, you can set them up with small tomato plants and stuff. And then it's really hot, move it to a different area. And now she must have ordered dozens, and she's growing lettuce and everything in them. Joanne Smith. Okay, I did miss it. Like I said, there's tons of questions here. I'm so glad the birds found it. Yeah, because sometimes people get so upset they build it and there's no birds, and it takes time, or you didn't see the birds. I had a video I wanted to make, and I was trying to get a picture of the birds on it, and they were coming and going so fast I couldn't even get a picture. So sometimes they come to it and you don't know it, but once they get comfortable with it, then they come back, and of course it becomes their main water source. That's what I was saying earlier. I've got a fountain I made, and it was a mistake. And I've got the video, and it's a whole mistake, and I might just put it up as a mistake, and it's one of my cutest fountains. It was like, oh, it fell apart. It didn't work right. And then I kept going, and it turned out really cute. So I'll see if I put that up. Let's see. And if Tammy, you're welcome. When I freeze it, are we let's see, Marie, are you talking about, you're probably talking about the squash. Jane said it could have been a military helicopter. The thing had two propellers, one on each end, and it was big.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
know, I should have been watching that. You know
it
how I like
was,
helicopters.
you would know military, but it was huge. And I saw it come across. I don't know if anybody else saw it because they had it turned on me, and it came across through there, and it was white and red.
White and red.
Yeah, it was white, red, and black. It looked like the main thing was white, and then it had red and black on it. I don't know what it was, and I don't think I've got it on film. I was talking about something, and I lost it, which is typical these days. What was I talking about? I hear it. I hear a helicopter. Anyways. Oh, that's right. That's right. We were talking about freezing it. Okay, wait a minute. Julie, Marie is maybe talking to Julie. Military helicopter. I'm just going to cut up the squash if that's what you're asking. And if I can, I'll do a video on it. Oh, and this is gone. I can use the kitchen now. And this has got the nicest kitchen. I'll use her kitchen, which is our kitchen. I'm going to use her kitchen and do the squash. If you have anything to say, go for
Yeah,
it,
it could
Carrie.
have been a Coast Guard helicopter. And without seeing it, if it's got the double blades, it could have been a Chinook.
Putting in an air conditioner. It was a massive copter, but it was too big for that. This was massive, and I didn't turn the camera around in time. Is it Colette? Colette, I had a red-headed woodpecker hanging from my hummingbird feeder. That is so cool. It was going after nectar. That would be really cool. I have not had that happen here yet. I've seen a house finch once trying to get something, which was unusual. Elizabeth, it's the first time live. This was totally unexpected. I hope to do a whole lot of unexpected. I'm even thinking of going into a dollar store and going live just to see if anybody's got questions on what it could have. So we'll see. Hello from New Mexico. Life of Enchantment. I like that. Thank you. What can she plant in July? I'm still planting everything. It depends on where you are. Here in Southern California, some of our best stuff can be planted in July and August, and then carried through into the late fall, into early winter. Radishes. You might be able to do tomatoes. You might be able to do squash. You could do greens. Okay, so I gotta see what time it is. I left my other phone on. Oh, okay. So you're editing? Are you almost done with your video?
Getting closer.
He's getting closer. And this is on leaf mold? Leaf?
My compost bins.
Okay, I don't know what you're
Which
working
is
on.
leaf mold, yes.
I'm working on my two systems set up that I absolutely love. And got that done yesterday and finished putting a couple more plants in today. And then I'm working on the zucchini, basically for myself to get it off the plants because there was too many. And I might do something on tree collards, doing cuttings. And then I've strung all this up. I love this. And I had another couple ideas to do with this irrigation tubing. I love this irrigation tubing. This stuff you really need to invest in that, especially if you're gonna, if you've got your gardens done, then you've got them done. But if you don't, that is like my favorite thing. All right, so I can't think of anything else. I don't know if I can walk to the ponds or not. I haven't even looked. And I think we're gonna should we say goodbye and get our work done?
Yeah, I guess so.
Chives are really good to do now. Garlic chives, onion chives. You're probably doing onion chives. You could probably grow anything you really want to start. If you're in an area where it's going to be cold soon, then maybe your tomatoes, you might be able to do small cherry tomatoes. Squash need a little more time. Watermelon needs a little more time. I just started my corn. I'm thinking of putting corn down there if I don't forget about the seeds. And here, I used to go to the farm, oh my gosh, 30 plus years ago, and I would pick up corn all the way up until into December here. So they can grow corn for quite some time. Stay safe. Thank you. Oh, got you at the end live. I don't know how to pronounce that, but it comes across as APEC. I'm going to see, I'll show you, and if I can get the video together, how I'm going to freeze the squash. I'm going to slice it up and I'm going to freeze it in discs so I have it ready to go in the winter when I want it. I don't have to think about it because I just want to be able to come in and just do what I have to do with it. Oh my goodness. And it just keeps growing and growing, and then I've got more in the house and more here that are sprouting. It's like, do I really want any more? I don't know, but I do. If once I get it frozen, it will be good. And then I just don't have to think about it until when I need it in the late fall or into winter. Thank you so much, Joanne. And thank you all. Jane, thank you. Did I miss anybody? Bye, guys. Austin. Okay, I think that's it. Karen Bowers, I didn't say hello. I know you did. So anything else? When to grow lettuce? Do you dirt cover the seeds? I sprinkle lettuce in to like dish pans or any place. I lightly put a little bit of soil, just kind of mush it around, real light dust it, and then I just water it. You can water from the bottom. If it's a small container, you can drop it in a pan of water, or you just water the top. I don't worry about it because I don't leave them in there. I transplant them out. I end up with too many lettuce. That's interesting. That one ran off the side when they were typing raw. Okay, anyways, I think that's it. I don't want to cut in on anybody. I want to get off so they can go take a coffee break.
Okay.
And go watch Callie Kim because she comes on every Monday. I'm going into the garden. I'm going to go finish my videos. And like I said, I don't like to cut in on anybody. Everybody does their own thing and we all do our own things. So with that, have a wonderful day. I was going to have you finish it.
Oh, I was reading.
Oh, he's still reading. I was going to say, have a wonderful day, and don't forget
to eat what you grow. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
And I know you've got your questions rolling, but it's like I said, there's been so many. So I'm going to get going. I'm going to see if I can get something together on freezing zucchini. Oh, please don't make me answer any more questions because I don't like getting off and leaving people hanging, and I know I always do. Curly kale's coming up. That's wonderful. Yes, I'll do something on freezing. It's really simple. Gloria loves Callie Kim. Okay, I'm going to let you all go. Thank you, Donald, so much. And then how do you pronounce her name? She's also got a wrench.
Malachi 7.
Yes, thank you. They definitely need a good source of tree colored. Yeah. Oh, Riverside, you pink. Now I was going out to the valley in LA, and there was a big farm. I'm sure it's long gone. It has condos on it now, but you used to be able to go there, and they picked them. But you'd buy a whole case for like $4, a case of corn, and you'd eat it raw. It was so good. Sunflowers in Zone 9. I don't know. Malachi 7, you said. She has cherry tomatoes flowering now. Give them some compost tea. Keep them going.
Yeah, Ian Sherwood in southeast England. Yeah, they're having a heat wave.
I heard.
And he has flowers on his tomatoes and his eggplant. That's what an aubergine is. And his squash look fantastic, fabulous. Yeah, I hope the people do okay, but the plants you just mentioned will love the temperature.
Well, worst comes to worst, they can always create a little shade if they need it.
He's talking about tomatoes and eggplant and squash, which do well here, but I think they really have to baby some of those plants in England.
Wow. Well, that's what I'm saying. If he has to, they can shade a little bit. You don't think they need? Oh, you mean they baby him to keep him alive?
Yeah, to
oh,
try to get
I
him
see
warm
what you're
enough.
saying. I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. Okay, we've said goodbye now 100 times.
Yeah.
So everybody have a great, great day. I'm going back to work. I got to go do something with the zucchini that I picked because there's more coming. So with that, have a wonderful day, and don't forget to eat what you grow. Go ahead and wave.
Goodbye.
Bye, bye, Be Gray. Bye.